Hello. Yes. Makes you upset? He makes you upset? Don't flirt with other girls. She makes me upset. Or if you flirt with other girls, don't let her see. I don't see, hurt, don't hurt. I saw you with heart don't bleed. 10 girls. Lucky me, but where? I don't think you saw me. 10 girls. Ah, it's okay. There is a couple of clones in my. Can I? Yes. Say again? Do you enjoy it? Of course, of course. I always enjoy. Give them a flower. Pink prosecco. Can I? Mind if I? Buy her Italian perfume. I will tell you which one to buy to her. That reminds this one. $120 and you make her happy. You are usually in this section or not? You are in the because you change you jump from one section to another one. So I don't know where you are. I don't know officially in which class you are. In which group are we? Oh, so this is your right? Yes. Officially you. Hello, how are you? How are you? Hi. Hi. You know the story of this shoe, right? Fila. You know from where Fila is from. So Fila, and you can see mostly on the shoe here, they are typical Korean shoe. No, this is a bought by Koreans, but it was originally Italian. And lately, they bought it. They bought the brand, but the brand was born for many years. So they always Italian, and then a couple of years ago, the Korean bought it, and you can see because they shifted the design to Korean oriented. This one is you can see, yeah, is you are consider Italian origin but Korean designer. You were a naughty student and they put you in the corner. Oh, fine. You. Oh, it's a very important part. Morning, morning. Thank you very much. Morning, morning. What do you think? Tanto screen. Time to scream. No, ice cream. Time to scream. You want? Say scream with Monica.
Not really. No. You do it. Still louder, please.
Morning! So, how are you? In a good mood or not? Because I have a good and a bad news for you. Which one you want to start with? Bad? The bad news is that this class, this course is reaching to an end. So you risk to not see me again anymore. I know the pain is unbearable. I give you the right and the freedom to cry. But there is also good news. The good news, this was the bad. The good news is that the final is coming. And if you fuck it up, you can see me again next semester. That is the good news. So just you choose. If you really like me and you want to see me again, just go the final exam and make the worst you can. Or don't go. No, but if you go, you can actually spit out everything, right? Unleash your creativity. Mary, you have the face of someone that wants to see me again. No? Okay, so today we go to... Is your boyfriend?
Yes.
Today, what we do is finishing the contents of the course. So today, whatever we will do, it will be the end of the topics that we cover in this course. Next class, I have to check how many class we have more. I think maybe one more, I'm not sure. Only one more. What do you mean tomorrow? 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 Okay. So tomorrow then, tomorrow what we will do, I will just do a review of the course. I will explain you better what will be in the final exam, the structure of the final exam, the question in the final exam. Oh, wait a moment, because there are students that choose. I think you have a... Do you have a class normally here? Because they moved with a tall professor, right? You are in my class? And so what are you escaping away? Come. Because regularly they have another class here, but they changed. So they messed me up. Not good shirt, huh? So, yeah, tomorrow we will do a review of the class, of the course. And I will tell you what kind of structure of question you will have. And I will give you a quick review of the entire course. But bear in mind, keep in mind that in 90 minutes, I cannot review completely the course, right? What I will give you is more a review of the topic you should review, rather than going into the detail. But if you have any question, so you know, for example, that during the other quiz or midterm exam, something was not clear, you can ask to me, so we can clarify tomorrow. And then I will, if I have some time, I hope so, I will give you a practice in Python. And the practice will be tailored, so it will be organized specifically on the exam. So whatever I will ask to exam, because in the exam, just to be straightforward, you will have to code. Correct. Not read, understand, and decide what is the outcome, but you have to actually code. You have to write code yourself in the final exam. That is the top of the assessment. So I think I train you well. We built some wings now it's time for you to fly. I hope that when you try to fly yourself, you don't crash, splat against the first wall, right? And you survive. Again, if you splat, splat, like a mosquito. If you splat against a wall, don't cry, because anyway, next semester we will see each other again. It's always the same good news. I will tell you tomorrow better, of course. Tomorrow we dedicate only to review. Today, instead, I want to spend today for finishing the last topic, which is very important, because the last topic of today will be the code you need to write. So this one is a really, 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 really important. Okay, number one. I need your help to remember. Did we do the practice? Did we do the practice on writing a sentence, splitting the sentence, and count the words? We did already? We did splitting. Wow, you are smart, yes. So we are in good shape. Okay, so there we go. So let's do this then. Let's do, I want you to do, let's start with a practice first, and then we go into the last part, which is easier. Do we have time? Maybe so. So I want you to write, first of all, I want you to create, let me write here. First of all, I want you to create a dictionary. So this is a practice for you, you work. Create a dictionary. And this dictionary has, and this dictionary has 5 Cambodian cities and their location. For example, you can say Phnom Penh Center, Sihanoukville South, Battambang, well, see, north, but let's say east, because I need to, so let's say west, sorry, not east, west. Siem Reap, let's say north, and in the east, which one? What is a big city in the east? Svay Rieng, right? Svay Rieng. Okay, so you write a dictionary with the 4 different. You laugh. You have the face of someone laughing, like this little icon, the emoticon. Okay, so you write that. Then you need to ask. So this is step 1. Step 2. Ask user. How do you ask the user? Using input to give you a city, right? And then, based on the city that the user give you, you need to write if the city is in the north of Cambodia, in the south of Cambodia, in the center of Cambodia, in the west of Cambodia, or in the east of Cambodia. You understand? But yes, of course. So for example, let's say example, right? Let's say you have the code and you say, hey, give me a city in Cambodia you are looking for. And you write Phnom Penh. And they will write, Phnom Penh, comma. This city is in the center part of Cambodia. Don't write just center, write in the center part of the country, something like this. Okay? If it is north, you will say in the northern part. If you say south, it will be in the southern part. If it is center, it will be in the central part, right? Yeah, Lord? Good luck. So let me write nicer. So what you have to do is step 1, create a dictionary. Create a dictionary with cities and location. 2, ask input city. 3, depending on position, write output something. Write in output, name of the city is in the, and here you can have northern, southern, western, eastern, central part of Cambodia. This is the output. This is what your script should do. Yeah. Yeah, because you have PyCharm Pro. It means that you are using you install, instead of the community edition, you install the Pro, and the Pro give you for, let's say, 1 month free and ask you to pay. So what you have to do is uninstall this and install the community edition. Now, since you want to practice, if this one doesn't let you work, he'll let you. You can use the online version, right? In case. Done or not? Why you are so slow? Where is your wings? Where is your code?
So where is the north?
Huh?
Where is north? What is the city in the north?
Siem Reap. You can consider Siem Reap. No, but he said Battambang because Battambang is lower than Siem Reap. So Siem Reap north, Battambang place west. They are actually close to each other, but it's very young. Yeah, you can choose whatever you want. It's very young. You can place whatever you want. You don't need to use mine. You know better than me, right? The small cities. So give me the passport of Cambodia that I will throw it away. You should know every corner. That doesn't matter. You're still Cambodian. But yes, you have questions? Done? No. But I think that you are doing right. Or if it was not you, it was ChatGPT. Someone did it quite right. So come on, what do you have to do here? Using if, right? If, elif, else. You have to first create a dictionary. Second, you ask input. Third, you need to do if, elif, else. And how many options you have? 5. You have option northern, southern, eastern, western, and central. 5 options. Actually, you know what? You can also create, if you want, you can create 6 cities and add a second city to make sure that you have, for example, 2 in the north or 2 in the east, right? So you can see that independently of which city you pick, if they have the same north or south, they still fall under the same category. A lot? Not really. First of all, you create not a list, you create a dictionary. And the dictionary you write Phnom Penh Center, Sihanoukville South, and so on, right? Then you ask for input. Input, give me a city. Then you need to give a city, of course, when execute, and based on the location, so key value, right? Based on the value of the key city, you will answer your city is in the north of Cambodia, is in the south of Cambodia. You understand? Your bunny crashed. Ah. Wait, he called me, then I come back there. I feel like a tennis ball. You use ChatGPT?
Yes.
Because I see we never studied that. But besides this, look in the final exam, you have no ChatGPT. But it's okay. But what I wanted actually you to do is, this one is good. So because you take directly the value and you implement into the string, right? Here. But what I wanted is just something actually simpler, where based on this one, southern, northern, blah, 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 you will give multiple options. So just if elif, right? I'm not saying that is the most effective way. Can you hit his head, please? I give you the right. Oh yeah, you asked me. Yes.
Can you change the new feed?
Yeah, sure. You want a new file, right?
Yes.
So what you have to do is, first of all, you click here, because this is your project. Then Command N. Command and new, right? Command new. Then you choose file. Sorry, Python file. Python file. Give a name, whatever name you want. Just write practice, practice one, whatever. It's just the name of the file. Whatever. Return. Now you have it here. And now you have a new, you take here, what you want, this part. So you go here. So, and you just move there. And then, yeah, and then you do here, right? Command V. Oh, you can just add the P, look, easy. Okay? Diana! Why you're so slow? I don't know. What does it take you so long? I hope you takes this much time also with your girlfriends. I don't know.
Yeah.
How much code do you have here? Are you developing the new algorithm? 5 minutes more, then I cut your wings, huh? I go there and cut both of them. No, it's okay, it's okay. You speak Khmer, right? Can you record me a message saying there is a delivery person? Just please leave the package to the front desk of Khmer Business School.
Oh, this.
Yeah, so they know to leave there.
Hỏi đặt bạn từ con từ ngoài làng từ một tới bạn này nghe là một ai là tấm họ Mr. Ricano.
Thank you. Here, what did they write? I think they just for living, right? Just they give a ticket for me that come from Mr. B, right?
Yeah, he said that he worked for Mr. B.
Yeah, yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
B Group.
Yeah, yeah. Mr. BB. BB. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like,
You use ChatGPT
no, wait.
because we never studied this.
Because I learned it from others.
Oh, you study in another school Python? Techno. You study in Techno too? You have double degree? What you were studying there? So many. How many degrees you are studying? Sorry. But how can you study psychology and computer science? Two very different things. Okay.
So if I put simulate,
Yeah. What my initial goal was to not this one is perfectly fine, but I wanted you to create a different condition if where you extract this one in right central, southern. So I don't want you just to extract and place, which is perfectly fine. But I wanted you to create if else. You understand? But it's okay. You understood the concept. So if you can do that, you can do that too. I need your help again. What did she say?
He said that the Grab deliver the what they.
so
Yeah, it's two tickets.
Yeah. He said until the Grab arrive, you tell the Grab.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm in class, so it's okay because the Grab will come out. Just say inform the Grab to give to the front desk. That's all. Wait.
Chẳng mọi cầm tui cả Grab không được từ cả Grab không được.
Because they done also other time when it's Grab, they just come park a moment, give inside, right? Or they ask to the guard, and the guard pick and give to the front desk or whatever. Thank you, by the way. Huh? What you can do also is actually even better. Yeah, of course you can do it, but I wanted people to practice with the if I. But what you can do even nicer is this solution is okay, but it's not scalable. What does it mean? That if I decided to add more cities, you need to add cities here in Elif. instead of looking for the name of the city, you look for the value. You say, take the name of the city, check the value, if it is north or south, because north, south, east, or west, or center, there are only 5. You can add 1 million of cities, they will always have 5 conditions. But if you check by the name of the city, you need to add a condition every time you add a city. You understand what I mean? So try, you just modify this. Instead of saying if the city, say if center or central or northern and so on. You understand? Anyway, try with one just for test. You don't need to rewrite millions of times the code. You're looking to her? Working together? If city name, which is the name in city. So now you are asking, so you done in this way, okay? Then, yeah, okay, it's fine, it's for practice, but this way, if you do that, which is okay, perfectly fine, that was not my idea, but if you do this, what happens is that you have to say like this in the northern. Which is okay, it's nothing wrong. It's not the way that I thought it, but it's okay. Anyway, more for practice, because here you just use if is inside and you extract. I wanted you to use leaf, but this way works also, so it's fine. Okay, so how is the solution of this? It's actually very simple. I think I will write in the exam too. Write this is actually is very simple. So what you have to do, first of all, you create a dictionary. For example, you write Cambodian, okay, dictionary, and you write Phnom Penh, okay, let me be small. Phnom Penh is center. Then you write Siem Reap. Siem Reap we said is north. And then you write Svay Oh, same. Svi. And Svi is equal to east. Now you keep doing, I'm lazy, I will keep only 3. Then what do? You say input, so you say city, and then you say input, and then you ask for the city. Give me your city, bitch. And this one will go into city, which is a string, perfectly fine. Now you need to check the city, and based on the city, you can give this location. But the problem is, for example, you want to add many cities, right? You want to add many cities later. Now I have 3, but in the future you want to add more. So what you can do that? You can say, if, and you say, if city actually you can do let's do a nice thing. You know what? Let's do a nice thing. Yeah, let's do a nice thing. If city in KH, so we make sure that if the guys start to say, oh, give me Tokyo. Tokyo is not in Cambodia, right? So it will give you error. So if it is in the city, you do something. If it is not in the city, else you write print your city, the selected city, the chosen city is not in Cambodia, right? Okay, so in this case, you save yourself from adding an option that is not there. Now, you need, for everyone, you need to check if city, if, in this case, you need to extract this. So KH, you are going in KH and you pick up city. So you go inside the dictionary and go, this one is equal to center. Then you write print, you give the name city plus is in the central area of Cambodia. And if, so if it is not center, you need to say if this is equal, what the hell? Equal to north, for example, then you will write print city is in the northern area of Cambodia. And of course, well, you continue to do, I don't want to do for all, let's make just north, east, and center. I'm lazy, but you just keep repeating for all the condition, right? And if it is not in center, what did I do wrong here? And if it is not here, the last option, else, print city plus is in the, what is the last one? Central, northern, eastern area of Cambodia. Okay. Now, of course, you can perfectly add all the condition. I'm lazy. Now I did only center, north, and east. You can add also south and west. Okay. Now, since it keep repeating, I will not waste my time and your time. So now, what you have here, the condition. Look what you have. Look what you have. You have this part here where you create the dictionary. then you ask for giving you the name. You check if the name is inside here. So if you write something that is not existing, Tokyo, it will go here and just the chosen city is not. If instead the city is inside, you check. You look at the position. So if we write Phnom Penh, it will get center. If it's equal to center, you write is a central area. If we look north, it will be in the northern area. And if it is not center and north, you give the last condition. Else. So let's try if I did some mistake. You do this and you write, give me your city, bitch, Phnom Penh. And Phnom Penh is in the central area of Cambodia. And let's try if you write Tokyo. The chosen city is not in Cambodia. See how nice? Look how many things I teach you. Okay? Any doubt on this? Clear? So if in the exam I ask you to create a function like, no, it would be a function, but if in the exam I ask you to do something similar, can you do that? Very good. Any doubts on this, or it's clear and I can move forward? If it is not clear, tell me any line that is not clear, or if it is the entire concept that is not clear. The concept actually is easy because you are accustomed to the condition if, right? If it is true, do this. If it is not true, do something else. It's very simple. So first, I check if the city is inside the dictionary. If it is not, like Tokyo, it go here and print out, look, this city is not there. But if it is inside, I check what, and I look, KH is the dictionary, city is what you typed, for example, Phnom Penh. So I go dictionary Phnom Penh, center. Is center equal to this? Or if it was north, is north equal to this? Or if it is something else, and I write whatever I want. Okay? Very good. I like this approach. You fly high, like Icarus. Fly so high, close to the sun, burn the wings and splattered on the ground. I think it's called Icarus. Icarus? You don't know Icarus. It's the guy that, legend, fly high, got close to the sun, burned the wings, because he tried to go too high, more than what he should. I think it's Icarus, no? Icarus, wing. Yeah, this guy. Can you help me? I think it's the guy. Movie? Which movie? Let me see. It's a new movie? Ah, but it's on Prime. Okay. Oh, theater. Done? Thank you very much. Yes. Yeah, but I cannot reach. You are in the middle of everyone. Huh? See if I can see. Let me see. Sorry, I cannot see. What is this? City. Are you sure that this one comes from? Can you remove all this part above? Stop a moment. No, no, stop. So stop this. Right. Stop. You are keeping executing. Okay. So you need to. I think then maybe you were executing two things at the same time. So block everything and you keep only active this one and then execute. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, bye.
You want vital?
Yeah, thank you very much. If city is hold on to see close. So if okay, anyway, you can take 10 minutes break and then we will do functions. Huh? I know it happens. Wait a moment, I need to fix here. My city. City input. Enter the city name. If city is in Cambodia, altrimenti, okay. Here is if k city equal to center, print. South, east. Equal.
Cho nhỏ ôn. Anh tầm mình chơi nhỏ. Anh tầm mình. Vâng ạ.
Huh? Okay, no, try now. Try now. Yep.
Why is this error? I input the city that it's not Cambodia.
Line 3. So the error is actually here. The error is here. You go up. So my dict city and then position is my dict of city. Because I said there is no Hanoi.
Ah.
So you add something that there is not inside. So to wait, Jesus Christ, to catch this error, you have to write if it is not inside. So if in, you do something. If it is not inside, you say wrong.
Thank you.
You don't want break? Let's keep going. Very good. So now, yes, it's part of the life. Just give up. Let's see your magic. What is your? Oh, you Korea. Again, look. What you do. So make sure that and don't execute multiple things at the same time. You know, a Cambodian company, but it needs to be registered and legal, that work in the cosmetic sector, cosmetics, cosmetic sector. And it can be distribution, selling, production. Extreme case could be even a spa, but spa is limited.
How about cosmetic? What's selling like those sunscreen?
Yeah, but it needs to be a legal entity, cannot be the one selling on store or online. Needs to be serious.
So they create their own brand and they register.
Yeah, it's okay.
You want to distribute?
No, I don't want to distribute, but I wanted to get in contact with them because the trade agency is asking if we know someone they will send them to Bangkok for connect with Italian company.
Oh, you want to send them?
I want to find people and then I let them choose, but I want to have a list.
They have a Facebook page too.
But as long as they are legal, registered, and compliant with the rules.
It's the son.
Ah, okay. Then it's okay. In that case, it's okay.
He's friend with people.
Okay. That case is fine.
Sir, is the coffee shop near Spital called Lofoni?
It's not a coffee, it's a restaurant. Yes, I think so, yes.
Sound just
Oh, wait. I trust you. I don't need now, but what do they do?
This can or not? Can.
Yes.
It's from Korea and Japan.
As long as the guy, the person is in the sector of cosmetics, the company is Cambodian, registered, and the person is Cambodian too.
Yeah.
They cannot be a Korean, cannot be an Italian. It needs to be a Cambodian.
Cambodian company, but the product is from.
They don't care because in this case would be a distributor. And what they want, just to make, what they want is a official company registered by Cambodian that work in the cosmetic because they will send them, they will pay for sending them. So, not pay a salary, but they buy the ticket, the hotel and so on to go to Bangkok. There is a big cosmetic event ongoing, middle of June. And they will invite them to go to this expo where there is the Italian pavilion and they will business matchmaking with the Italian company that are coming from Italy or from the region and they work in cosmetics. So I think they want to see, you want to import, you want to export, you want to buy. So there is business matching. It's not so much promoting, it's business matching. You understand what I mean, right? And it's all paid. So they pay the ticket, they pay the hotel and free entrance to the expo. One representative, yes. If they want to go in more, it's okay, but the Italian government paid for one representative. Only one person, Cambodian company. Yeah, you can send me later, or if you want to connect, you choose the way you prefer. But
Yeah, they are.
yeah, it's fun. Like again, it's yeah, good for them. But and what I cannot promise, but I just want the name, the contact, the characteristic, and so on, because I will send it to them, and then they will select which one they want, right? Probably I'm targeting to send 3 or 4 names, and then between the 3 or 4 names they choose.
Wait, after the class,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you can give also, I show you what it is. Wait a moment. Is this one? Cosmoprof.
can you send me that?
Yeah, yeah.
Two?
Yes. Wait. I cannot find you. Can you send me just a quick message? I don't know where it disappeared. No, because I have so many lately that I cannot find.
I send you a title.
Well, great. And copy and paste. Yeah. Very good. So at this point, we need to do the last thing. And this one, I need your attention, because this one, it will be in the final exam of comp science. So people get more attention. You need to change the rhythm to give attention. So what will be the final exam? It will be functions, but we haven't done function. So what is a function in Python? In general, anyway. So in the past classes, what we have done was data structure. What was the 4 data structure we studied? Wonderful. And we understood the data structure is nothing more than a structure to put inside, in an organized manner, data. For example, a list, you can put a combination of strings. You can make a list of lists. So it can be very complicated. Then we learn what is the flow control. What is flow control? It is mechanism to control how the thinking process of your software goes. What are the flow control we studied? 3. Your boyfriend is calling you? What are the 3 flow control we studied? If, elif, else, and loop. Which are the loop? For loop, the one that we did last time, and while loop. For, it's very useful when you want to go through every element of a data structure. For every element inside your list, print, for example. And while is a loop that keep looping until a condition is met. While your bank account is lower than $10,000, keep working. So you keep working and gain salary until you reach the 10,000 edge, the 10,000 selling your soul to the devil. Oh, it's a good price. Not that much then. Now we need to do something new, and the last thing that this is really the last thing of the course is called function. What is a function? You studied already in your high school. Function is y equal f of x X is your input, Y is the output, which is the function of X, and this is the function that the function that Y follow when you give X. An example, very simple. If you say Y equal A of X, this is an exponential, and is an exponential that will go like this, right? This is Y, which is a function of X. So you studied in math multiple times, right? Even if there are probably spiders, webs in your brain on that part, because you don't practice. Well, in Python, we have a lot of functions. And you know what? You have used them all the time. Give me an example of function that we used in Python already. Give me one. Quick, 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 quick. One function that we used in Python already. No, if it's a structure, if it's a flow control. Huh? It is actually an attribute, because it's an attribute to a class. Come on, the one that you use the most. Input, very good. Input is an example. Another example is print. These are all examples of functions. These are functions that take an input, and in this case, no, in this case, yes, but in this case, don't provide an output. This one, yes, because there is something you need to write here, right? So the trick is always the same. You write the name of the function, you write the inputs, and here, if there is an input, it will an output will be the output. So the structure is this one. So now that we understood what is a function, kind of, let me give you also this analogy. A function can be seen as a box. This box has some mechanism inside. Does it look like mechanism of an engine? You know, this why it's not clear? Like a mechanism, you give a name to this function, a name, and this function has some inputs and some outputs. Inside these inputs, you can give your input. This input can be no input, zero input, can be one input, can be two input, can be 1 million inputs. And outputs can be one output, zero outputs, infinite no, many outputs. And you can place inside this input to something and spit out the output. An example, plus. Plus is a function that takes two inputs, for example, A and B, and spit out the result of A plus B. This is a function. In Python, we have studied already the concept of function, and you have used them. So you know what it is. You have used them. But, sorry, pitch. But we never created one. So how do we create our function? Not just go and look what Python provides us, but create a function ourselves. And it's very, very simple. How do you do that? You write my first function. So let's say my first function. And then first. My first function. And then you said, you start with a key word that is called def. Def means define or definition, and you start with def, it means you are define a function. Then you give the name of the function, func name. Yeah, fuck name. Func name, you can call whatever you want. You can call Chin-chan, Big Butt, whatever you desire. Banana, it doesn't matter. Then you write here, you need to give the input. How many input you want? If you want 0, you leave it empty. If it is 1, you need to write imp 1. Input 1, you can write whatever you want. You can write Chin-chan again. Doesn't matter. It's a name. It's a name. If you want Chu, you write imp 1, imp 2. But again, you can call also Chin-chan like this. It's fine. Okay? So it doesn't really matter. Imp 1, imp 2. Then you need to use the column symbol. Once you have that, you press enter. Look where Python go. This is PyCharm actually. PyCharm helped me already. You need to maintain this one. Don't do this, please. Don't do this. No. Because you will make mistake. What you have to do is once you press enter, you go there automatically. If you make a mistake and you do that, no problem. Use tab. Tab. Okay? Now that you are in this situation, here you write the code for the function, for the engine, let's call it like this, huh? For the engine of the function. So whatever function you want to create, here is the engine, here is the mechanism. And then after that, you need to give return, which is another keyword. And here you write whatever you want to spit out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have created a function, Chin-chan function. Okay? Now, let me give you something in practice. Let's make one function that takes two numbers and spit out the sum of the two numbers. Very simple, right? Take A and B and return A plus B. So how will you do that? You write imp 1, imp 2, okay? Here you have to say the sum, let's say output, out 1, there is only one. You can call whatever you want, it's just a name. Out 1 will be equal to imp 1 plus imp 2. And then what you spit out is, well, you spit out 1. Done. You have done a, let's say, function sum. Sum two numbers. This is a function of two numbers. Now, what happens if you execute this? Absolutely nothing. I say, why? Well, absolutely nothing, because you have defined a function, but you didn't call the function. So the function now exists. But have you ever used it? No. So how do you use it? Well, you just call it. So you go here, for example, just, you don't need to do that, but just to make clear that that is a different thing. You call the function, you call func sumnum, this one, and you write the number that you want, 10 and 5, for example. Don't write imp 1, imp 2. That is just helping from PyCharm to show you what they are. Whatever you see in this kind of grayish background, it doesn't exist. It's just a help for you. It's like a comment. Okay. So you write func sum2 and you assign this to, for example, the output. So num, the number, and then you print the number. Print, and look what happened. If you do that, 15. Because we call the function, and we get the output here and we print. Alternatively, we can do also directly this. We can do this and we write here. No need even to assign. Pack, output, 15. Get it? So you define a function, you give a name. Here you place as many inputs you desire, and then you use the column. This is a definition. Here you write the code, and only if you have an output, you need to write the word return. This output will be spit here. So whenever you call the function, this function will spit out an output. Okay? In this case, you can take the output and place into a variable, or you can directly take and print out, right? It's okay. So now that everything is clear in your coconuts, before calling the day, I want you to do your first function. And I want your function to do that. Can I delete this? 3, 2, 1, delete. Can I? 3, 2, 1. Quick. Done? Very good. So I want you to do this function. I want you write, define my function, call it whatever you want, x, y, z. This function I will let you decide the input. We'll have to do something, write the code, and you can choose if we give a return. But the function, what have to do? The function. I want that you just call the function x, y, z like this, and this function have to ask you one number, ask you a second number, and print out the product of the two numbers. So exactly like this. You just need to write here. This function, now I call the function, and this function need to ask, give me a number. Then you give the number. Give me a second number, and you give a second number. And it print out on screen number 1 multiplied number 2. That's it. A function like this, question for you. How many inputs has? If I ask you in the final exam, how many inputs a function like this has? How many inputs? I know, you insisted, but I listened, but it's wrong, so. But I like you are very sure because you repeated 3 times. 0. Why 0? Because you call the function and you don't need to give nothing to the function because the function will ask you. So the function don't need any input. You just call the function and the function do something. And how many outputs this function provide? How many? 0. Why 0? Because when I told you just print on screen. So what the function do is printing on screen, which is not an output, is an operation. It's just an output because you see with your eyes, but it's not an output. And when it print on screen, it doesn't give you the number, it just print on screen. So this function has 0 input and 0 output. It's just a function that whenever you call it, ask you, give me a number, give me a second number, and print on screen the product. That's it. Now, the last 5 minutes, do it. It takes 1 second to do it. I already did for you. You just need to remove return because there is no return. There is no return. There is no output. And you just need to write the code here. And what will be the code? Input, give me a number. Input, give me a second number. Print. 3 lines of code. Input, input, and print. Doesn't look like. Switched off or the light is very no. No. Say again. Oh, what? Oh, you just need to create where you see write the code. You need to write inside the function the code to make the function do this. Give me a first number. give me a second number, and then print on screen the product. So it's a 3 input print. Done or not? Why you are so slow? Until when we have class, by the way? Until which hour? 12:30? Oh, we have time then. Then okay, you have 5 minutes. I give. I thought it was 15. So we are in time. You move too fast. Oh, look in the back. You have been in the back, but you come out very and you can see her how hard she's working with Python.
Sorry.
Not even the computer in front, just chatting with her boyfriends. Who knows which boyfriend is number 1, number 2, number 3? I can imagine. How many? From 7? Wow. It will be harder to make sure that they don't know about each other. Right? Done or not? Oh, you even. Oh, but what I wanted is not you to give numbers, but I want the function to have no input, but ask you the input. So whenever you call the function, you don't give any input. It's the function that asks you, give me an input. You understand? So remove the inputs here and write here input and input. So you ask. What that? Drugs?
Oh, it's sunscreen.
But it looked like a drink actually. But you are afraid of what? Of getting sun from the light? But it's always dark. There is not even sun outside. No. A hot, that doesn't help the heat. Very well, so let me give you the solution. It's obvious, so obvious that you should be offended by my easiness. So what you have to do, this is a function that have no input, no output. So it asks number one equal input, and here you ask, give me the first number. Then, once you get the first number, you ask N2, give me the second number. And then you can say, once you got the two number, print, and here the product, product is, and here you can flash out N1 times M2. Now, if you do that, do you think it's correct or not? Correct or not? Quick, quick, correct or not? Yeah. Wrong. Why wrong? Because this one is input. Input is always a string. So N1 and N2, even if you type the number 3, is still a string. So you need to, here you can see. So here you cannot do that. Let's try. What happens? Look, look, look. Give me your first number. 30. No, let's say 3. And then give me the second number, 10. So what you have to do is convert these 2 bits into an integer of this times integer of the second one. And when you do that, call, you write the number 5, you write the number 2, and the result is the product is 10. This is how it works. Now the room smells like sunscreen. Okay? Okay? Yes. Go home. Yeah, if this is okay, go home. Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is, yes. Yes. Tomorrow, what we do is practice and review. And then you fly yourself. Yes. Oh, this one is a comment. You don't. That is just a pie chart telling you how many times using the function.
No space.
Remove. Like this.
Oh, so like that.
Yeah.
My side. Not it, right?
And is confused you, but it's just a message that PyCharm is happy. So you don't type it. Jesus, it's the best way to make me go away. Okay, that's it. Any question? Very good. Go home and try your best to not enjoy and work on Python. And tomorrow we will give the final review. You smell of sunscreen. Thank you very much anyway for helping. Okay, see you tomorrow. Oh, no, wait. Let me finish.